Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, in the year 2026 we remember a very important moment in human history. We look back 250 years to the year 1776. That year was special, not because of one event, but because of two powerful ideas that were born in the same year. This idea changed the world and still shape our lives today. In Philadelphia, in 1776, people wrote the Declaration of Independence. This document said something very new and very brave. It said that all people are created equal. It said that every person has natural rights. These rights are not given by a king or a government. They belong to the people because they are human. These rights, the right to life, the right to freedom, and the right of pursuit for happiness. This was the birth of political freedom. In the same year, far away in Edinburgh, Adam Smith published a book. The book was called The Wealth of Nations. In this book, he explained a new idea. He said that real wealth does not come from power of privilege. It does not come from kings or families with titles. Real wealth comes from people, from their works, skills, ideas, and from cooperation and trade. This was the birth of economic freedom. Those two ideas, political freedom and economic freedom, became the foundation of the modern world. They helped to end feudal system, they helped create democratic states and build modern economy. They gave millions of people hope for a better life. For many years, this idea brought progress. People live longer, more children went to school, many society became more open and more fair. Now, 250 years later, we must ask an honest question. How strong are this idea today? Political freedom exists in many countries, but in some places it's getting weaker, and we are facing democratic recession. People do not always trust institutions. Some feel that their voice are not heard. In some countries, leaders want too much power. Freedom of speech and the rule of law are under pressure. Economic freedom has helped create wealth and innovation, but this has also created problems. The gap between rich and poor is growing. Many people feel insecure about their jobs and future. Markets are powerful, but they are not always fair. Climate change shows us that unlimited growth has limits. These problems do not mean that the idea of 1776 failed. They mean something else. They mean that freedom needs care. It needs responsibility. It needs values. We often forget one important thing. The people who wrote the Declaration of Independence and Adam Smith himself were not only politicians or economists. They were also moral thinkers. They care about the human dignity and believe that freedom must serve people, not the other way around. This moral or cultural side of freedom is something we need against today. And this is where culture becomes very important. Culture diplomacy means using culture to build understanding between people and countries. It uses art and music, education and language, history, share memory, dialogue and exchange. Culture diplomacy does not use force. It does not threaten. It does not divide. Instead, it listens, it explains, It connects. Today, the world is very divided. Conflicts are many. Trust is low. In such a world, culture diplomacy can open doors when politics cannot. It's helped people see each other not as enemies, but as human beings. It helped us understand different culture and experience. For small and medium-sized countries, as Macedonia, for instance, culture diplomacy is especially important. They may not be as the stronger in military or economic power, but through culture, they can be visible. They can share the story. They can be respected. Culture gives them a voice. This anniversary is not only about the past. It is also about the future. Our task is clear. We must protect political freedom by building trust and participation. We must improve economic freedom so that is the fair and sustainable. And we must support cultural diplomacy so that freedom always has a human face. After 250 years, the message from 1776 is still simple and strong. Freedom is not a gift. Freedom is a responsibility. Wealth is not an end. Wealth is a tool to improve lives. And culture gives meaning to both freedom and wealth. Thank you.